It's John here, Friday, the 13th of March 2015. It's 6:36 in the morning, quite dark still, and it's pretty warm, as I have to spray myself all the time to keep cool. And so the latest we have at the moment is that the police are making it very difficult for me to go onto the land if they're not there to assist me. And the registered computer-generated landowner, James Pierce Brown, told me I'd need a police to go onto the land, and virtually saying to me, it's yours if you can get on it with the police. So, it comes to my next question. I've been right through the police. It's taken many years, at least 7 years, of them interfering with what I'm trying to do is uncover a massive fraud operation going on in the police force and the courts and the lawyers. It's a bold statement I make today that we're closing in on their operation as private business that's in conflict of interest to the public of New Zealand. I've put a state of emergency cordon around that block of land, 1/61 Cook Street, Auckland. It is now in the hands of the British military, British UK military, and Scotland Yard. They're our partners in business with this flag. Okay, with this flag. That's what I was telling James, and I think he was taking me quite seriously. He was taking me quite seriously that what I say will affect them forevermore, because when it was 12 midday yesterday, that's when I was supposed to seize the land myself. I'm supposed to arrest the property myself yesterday. So I didn't. I didn't because I went to the police prosecutor's office, and they're a separate entity from the main office, even though it's in the long building that you can see in the film, that long wall going along of the Auckland Central Police Station here in Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, I'm telling you how they are constructing a corrupted Ponzi business. They're getting caught out themselves. That's why they're being shifted. The main area district commander was a big deal when he got the job, because I was there right in the middle of it. When he came in, I was going there to bail him up. He talked to me. That's Mike Clement I'm talking about, area district commander. In 2012, he said to me, John, we have no jurisdiction over what you do with the land. So he's virtually saying, break our law and we'll nab you. This is what they're hoping to do, is that if I walked onto the land, they'd ring up and make a complaint. Either the tenants or the landowner will ring up and complain to the police, or be down in a flash. There'll be cars everywhere just to arrest me. I'm not going to let that happen, even though I have the authority to go straight on the land myself and seize it. With these documents you're looking at, they are quite real, or they're actually real. They are substance evidence. Okay, substance evidence. And that means it's everything of law as applied to the land. So, this is what's happened. Just to take you through the stages, because you're the public that I'm there for, to salvage all the fraud off the Queen and her agents of the Crown Corporation, Rothschild banks, and the Queen and the Vatican City. Okay, Vatican City, City of London, Vatican City, Washington DC. Those are the three corporations are up against this pound note now, right, as debtor instruments. You're seeing the pound notes I just put on this morning on Facebook. And Facebook is admissible substantial evidence or substance evidence in the High Court of Admiralty in London. That's what I'm dealing with there to here online. Now anybody that's got over 100 million claim can go straight in there, straight to the judge, because that's what I'm doing, straight to the judge, because they are interested in recovering money that belongs to the British Crown, or the British government, more so, not the British Crown, the British government. Okay, the Crown is inside the government as being the Rothschild banks, okay, that Crown bit. So we've got Moai Crown. You'll see I put Moai Crown in little letters with the brackets around it. That's a private company, okay, just the same as those three I just told you, City of London, Vatican City, and Washington DC. Those are private companies operating under our flag. That's the only flag they can use. And to make things quite real, you can see now that the Queen has christened the new P&O ship and call it Britannica. It's under this flag. P&O was flying their ships. Okay, they were flying under this flag. And another shipping company was flying this flag as well. And the Ocean Monarch is flying this flag right now on the top of its mast and on the bow in the front. Okay, this flag. You have a look. Have a look at the Ocean Monarch. Have a look at the front of the boat. It's got this flag. And on the top. That is our trading bank of commerce, Admiralty, Lord High Admiralty, or Lord High Admiral, King's Bench, Royal Revenue, HM Customs, for prize and possessions shipped from one country to the other. It's this flag. That's our title that I'm saying to you today. I'm applying to the land block here in invoice. Okay, I'm going to invoice Simon Rowntree and James Brown and hook all their tenants in now today. Okay, he's making it worse. For every day after midday yesterday till midday today is a trillion, is 2.715800 billion pound note. That pound note with Robert the Bruce, Scottish title holders of these lands, and King William, the Admiral, the Lord High Admiral of mortgages in the will. I'm placing that invoice with that amount and going to his office and hand it to him as an invoice to pay up now under the military of UK and Scotland Yard. So I'm going to get on the phone next week and ring them up, Scotland Yard, on our behalf with this flag, to come and recover it and evict you all off my land. Okay? That's what I'm saying. It's a statement today of claim that for every day that they are occupying that land, after I give them an eviction notice today from the British government, the new one, well, in advance or in lieu of the new government in May the 7th, when we'll be there with our Moai King William party. Okay, so that's flashing around the world now, that we are that entity, and that belongs to the flag over these lands. So, for every day that they're in occupation of that land, when I drive past and they're still there, you get another trillion, you get another 2.715 billion pounds on all your heads. Now, James, I'm fresh today. After a long walk yesterday, you fellas make me run around in circles. Over 6 years. The whole lot of you are going to get billed because of the fraud in it. You won't listen to me? You won't listen and vacate that land? It gets higher and higher by that amount every day. And that's not my problem. That's your problem. You had a problem. I warned you. Your lawyers get billed. The real estate get billed. All that bill on that pound note will strip you of all your businesses plus everybody else linked to you all the way back to Doug Rickard Bell. Okay? He gets his one too. He's getting the same bill, the 2.715 billion, and you're tacked on to the end of that. They'll share that bill you've got. So there's two contracts in default. Two contracts in default. Rickard Bell's and your one. You're linked all the way back to the Queen. And she gets the bill because they'll find all that money to pay that money and you'll lose your house the lot. Every single thing bar your wedding ring. Okay, that's how the law goes in the Admiralty. Warned you, commercial liens are lethal. Why? It's because our partner created it. Okay, he created it and you corrupted it. He created it and you and your queen that's going out and trying to hide away is going to cop it. Okay, you're going to cop it because you're breaking your own rules. That's what Aaron Pascoe said. Don't break the rule. He's broken the rules plenty times and he's gone now. He's got booted out of the central office and also Mike Clements got booted out. Now, Richard Chambers is the new area district commander. See, you guys always change the positions of even the bank. I've lost two people I really knew following this case. Okay, they set up my foreign currency account when I went overseas, and so it's still there. Only there's a new manager. They're getting used to me, but the Indian lady, the branch officer that I spoke to yesterday, she what's her name? I've got it somewhere. But anyway, her name is Mohini Chand, and she's the senior personal banker. See, she's been there for a long time. Knows me. She knows what I'm doing. It doesn't take much for her to realise that the pound note is going to be the wonder of a bank. Okay, I told her I'll be depositing those pound notes into the bank one at a time. Each day that goes past, that's a credit. Okay, they leave the notes in there as credit against the debtors, and she understands that. So we're going to start from today. The same with the police. They have a £1 trillion note against the 15,000 plus police in the New Zealand police force, plus their superiors, linked to all the lawyers and linked to all the fraud that's going on in this Auckland Central Police Station. You see, the front of the police station is for the office, and Tony Geldenhys, I've got to go and see him today. He's running your front office, right? And those young people in there, including Alex Choi, I wouldn't be surprised if it's my lawyer's son, Yu Tayak Choi, QC, notary public lawyer, that signed John Key's name in there to strip him. And he didn't realise that all my words is all jumbo jumbo to him, but to me, those are my words in my court and my law. Okay? They can't tell me how to run my own Maui King William party, the way I'm going to write it up. It might be messy looking, but it's effective as of now. And so, Choi, in the police station, is devastated. He's frightened. And the other girls are frightened too, because they've been talking about me. Now, every time I come in there, they freeze. Okay? And that's just fear. It's fear. I'm going in there, I'm not frightened. I'm just going to make the law right. That's why. That's my family. The Rogans and the Cosgroves. Cosgroves lawyers, Rogans land surveyors and judges. And very good. From Australia, John Rogan came from there to here. Then another John Rogan, right, married into my family and took it on from there. They came from England. Okay, so I'm going on the Rogan side of the family there with Jamie Anna Marie Stewart's family, the Scotland Yard. Okay, so we're a team when it comes to law. So break our law, see what happens. You get billed. Okay, you get billed all them out. So I'm warning the police again from yesterday, and the expiry of Detective, Senior Sergeant and Criminal Investigator Aaron Pascoe. He is in contract with me. He's pulled the police into it. And now they've shifted him, but it's too late. He's marked in the High Court of Admiralty in London with Judge David Lindsay Mackey there, waiting to get his slice out of the pound note. You see, I just get a phone call there, and it whips into action. I'll do it online. 2-hour case all over, because no one in this country can supersede a emperor's flag. Okay, an emperor, Lord High Admiral flag of jurisdiction of Admiralty mortgages on land. The titles are Scottish. Okay, the titles are Scottish. The Lin's titles are only computer-generated titles. The actual British UK title is the holder. Okay, it's the holder, and I'm the holder here. So it's not worrying me about the land. It's about you occupying it and illegally operating a fraud, corrupted business on my land. Right? I can say it's my land because it's everybody else's land. The my bit of me and I belongs to the people. As you can see, that pound note goes back to all the people who join us. Okay, I won't go through that again, but I'm just saying, from yesterday, we've got 2 convictions here by default of contract. Commercial contract levy. Okay? So, until you understand that, you'll need about 7 years to catch me up on anything contract law and commercial liens and levy. Okay? So I'll put those citations in the 9 pages, and the bank is looking at it. They're very serious about it because it means money for them. So I'm going to deposit those notes into the bank because they know what I'm about. I'll put it in the account that belongs to the Maui Crown King William Trust account. Maui Crown King William IV Trust account, just in case that Prince William tries to steal it with William's name on it. Okay, so I'm going to shut him out. I'm going to shut the Queen out of England because I'm going there as English. They're German and foreign. Okay, they're foreign, and we're going to clean up the whole of the monarchy and also clean up Westminster. Okay, that's my job with their flag, because their flag is going to save Britain, or more so save England from further corruption. Okay, so that's really what the police have put me through, what Doug Rickard Bell has put me through, what these guys, James Brown and Simon Rowntree, the trouble is they never responded in a counter claim, right? All of them and everyone I've accused and put their names on Facebook, put their photos there, they really can't do anything about it. They cannot remove it because it's stuck in people's minds. Okay, it's stuck all over the world. And even if we got rid of it, the courts have got it, right? They're notified. I don't have to go in their court, because this is how it works, I'll tell you. The girl at the counter says, oh, we're only under instructions to Tony Geldenhys. He's the station manager, okay? He's been there, you know, the 7 years I've been going there. He knows me back to front. He's got all my files. He's got all my files, and he'll pick these files up. When I go and see him, I'm going to make an appointment today. I'll ring him up. I'll keep going back to the police station until they give in, okay? Until they give in, because they're now libeling the rest of the country. They're libeling the whole Auckland super city area that I've written in the documents, okay, as the title over it. I'm leaning right over the Auckland super city boundary area and make them subjected to a higher law and jurisdiction from Britain, okay? That's how it works, and they've got no military big enough to save themselves. See, so they were leaving it for the Queen to come in with her killers, and ISIS belongs to her, and the Rothschilds and the United States of America belong to the Queen in illegal mortgage. Okay, everything's mortgaged on this flag here. Now we're going to find out in the end. I'm teaching you how to go through a step at a time of how to do a perfected fraud, and I'm showing you how to do a perfected title on land, okay, and a perfected reason for the beneficiaries of people who are ordinary people, not a citizen. A citizen belongs to the state, okay, a citizen. There's a meaning for it. I can't think of it at the moment, but anyway, it means a product of the state, that you are powerless and you're dependent on the Crown for their sovereignty to keep you going. So you have to get out of citizenship and be a normal, natural person by taking your birth certificate away and everything with capital letters off your name. That's what a citizen is for. It's for to be subjected to admiralty. Okay, admiralty is very bad to bad people and Satan and devil people who use it. The same as Tesla. They're using the Tesla to kill people, and they won't stop. They're relentless. So the only way is to go straight for the law and straight for the top, not halfway down, not mucking around. So from yesterday, one more thing. The police, I'm notifying you today, Richard Chambers, the new Area District Commander and Chief of the Auckland Central Police Station, that I want your police to assist me to go on to 1/61 Cook Street land and seize it back into our chief renter's ownership of the Moai King William IV Trust. Okay? And I want to see Tony Geldenhys, he's well known to me and him, to arrange that. Okay? If he won't do it, then the pound note sticks. It sticks legally to you and your department and the rest of the police force, because it's linking you now as accessories to the fraud on that land block. Even though I was told that they're only doing their job to the court, through the court. They only take instructions from the court. You have to get a court order. They told me, go and get a court order. I said, no, I'm not doing it like that. I am the court. Okay, I am a jurisdiction of my own. And then the police prosecutor's office halfway along. So you've got the building in the front, main office on Cook Street. Then you've got Vincent Street, and you've got in the middle, you've got the criminal division where the prisoners go. Okay, so that's the part of the prosecution's department. And then you go right to the end, and you come across the the prosecutors, the actual police prosecutors, is a business, a private business in conflict with the public. What they're doing is this. When someone gets hauled in, they get the money ahead of anybody. They get to prosecute the cases as either a police prosecutor is for the state government. There's 212 police prosecutors, and some are police private prosecutors. There's a big difference in the two of them. So they're running this little racket business at the back. And you can see the video that I'm putting on shortly to show you what they're saying to me when I said I'm a private prosecutor. You see the look on their face, like, oh, that's our job. You see? So they're well aware of me, who I am. As soon as I say my name, boom, they freeze up. Anyway, we're going to get to the bottom of it yet. We've got to get to the bottom of the racket here on our land. That's the whole country. So next week I'm putting a lien right over the whole of New Zealand, linked to one and other of the debtors levy, the creditors levy, King, right? Lord High Admiral King William IV, surrogate King of England. That's me, okay? That's me, who's talking for the King and his business of King's Bench, King of the Sea, King's Royal Revenue, collecting the fraud, proceeds of fraud and corruption from criminals. Okay? So I said to the girl behind the counter at the police station, oh, by the way, Erin Pascoe is implicated in the fraud. I see the look on her face. Oh dear. See? That's what I'm saying. Who's frightened of who? There's only one of me and a Moai statue. That's about it. Don't need anything else. I don't need just truth. That's all. I'm there for the truth. I'm there to do justice. Okay? I'm there to do justice for the public. So, and I say this. The police, like I'm still talking to you, Richard Chambers. I'm talking to you. You must talk to Tony Geldenhys and tell him we better listen to what I say and going a system onto the land to seize it. Otherwise the military's going to come here and seize it. That's worse. That's worse. And Scotland Yard, they'll come here and clean it out. Clean the whole place out. In fact, they will sack a lot. I don't want you sacked. I don't want anybody sacked. All I want to do is have you there, the government, as collateral for the pound note. That's what. All of you people, including all the Maoris and the Iwis, you're going to get the bill, the levy, debtor, pound note on your heads. Okay? So I only need to take out a few and go straight across the whole lot. I blanket the whole lot of you the same bill. Okay? You get the same bill. I'm just making a legal point here of a precedent of how the value stacks up today in pound notes over this land straight to England, pound notes over there and a pound note here. The British will love this. They love the pound note taking precedent and take it off the Rothschilds. Okay, we're going to compete with the Rothschilds. I said to the bank manager, the bank officer, well, I'm going to sell the pound note to them. This one, the police one, right? Real legal. Sell the debt note to the bank against the police for 4.5% interest. Okay, just to let you people know out there, you better grab it. You better grab everything and join for nothing. Join the Moai King William Party online for nothing. We don't need to charge anybody for shares. We will sell shares, but we don't need to get it out of these guys. Okay, credit, debit, balance books, single entry accounting, not double entry counting. Single entry counting, not ambiguous jargon, UCC code, right? All that for pirates, All those acts are made for pirates themselves, the pirates. Okay? So the criminal investigator is a criminal himself. That's what I'm saying. Aaron Pascoe. I've been rubbishing him for a long time now online. And what does he do? Nothing. Just smokes away in front of you like an idiot. And now they take him out. Bit too late for that, Richard Chambers. It's a bit too late. The damage is done. So I suggest to end this is to cut clean at £1 trillion your bill. At £1 trillion midday today, it kicks in. Okay? One day it kicks in from 12 midday yesterday. I'll be talking to your office and send a note through to you that you have that amount of time for me to go on land to freeze it on that amount. Otherwise it's going to go up £1 trillion every single day, and Scotland Yard and the British military will get it out of everything on this land, in this country. Every single thing. Everything. And including the ownership of businesses that were gone from here around the world. So Faye Richwright and Michael Fay, you won't get away with anything. All this properties will be seized here after this one. Okay? I'm telling you. I'll just tell them what to do. Tell them to take that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay? The Business Round Table, the New Zealand Business Round Table, change its name to Intuition New Zealand Limited. They get a bill. Right? They're going to strip the lot of you against those pound notes. Okay? That's how we do it. That's how the Maui Crown does it. And that's being legal and law. Okay? If you're causing fraud, using the Queen, you're gone. Everything she touches returns back to the King. Okay, so the police, one more time. The police, please heed the warning. Please heed and take me seriously. And the British military seriously. Even though they're falling apart in Britain. The Queen is smashing it to bits. Okay, she doesn't want it anymore to hide her fraud. Well, she ain't going to do it with this flag right in her face. Okay, so all you British people here in Devonport here, watch this space, because it's sitting on King William's property over there. Okay, that'll go after I go and get Devonport in England, seize that lot. That's the King of Hanover's property. Okay, that the Queen left behind. She didn't touch it because it's a contract with me. Okay, me and that property and the King. Okay, of Hanover and England. So, please, one more time. Please send a constable down to the section today and call me 027 281 3963, John Wanoa, and meet me on the block to let me have it back to my chiefs. Okay, renters. They're the chiefs renters. Chiefs renters is a legal term in British law of mortgage liens, commercial liens, and that terminology is ground rent is those people there who's on the land leased till 2025. That property's leased to 2025 to me. Okay, it's leased to the Crown. It's leased. I'm taking the things off the Crown and putting it in the King's Crown and the Maui Crown. Okay, see, that's it. The lease is still running, but they've bodged the lease around and they've forged a few things to sell it. They sell it illegally in that office, and the lawyers and the judges. They're going to all get the bill. Somebody will be around to knock on all the judges' doors. Okay? And all the lawyers' doors. You see them run soon. You'll see them run soon. But we're going to block the borders. We're going to block the borders. That's what happens with a one-man band. Okay? Just to tell them what to do. That's my job, is to tell the military what to do. And tell the Westminster Parliament what to do. And tell these Maoris over here what to do. But they don't listen. So we'll leave them behind. We'll just leave them over there with the Queen and all the treaty settlements and all the Christopher Nielsen sending me texts, right? The Attorney General sending me texts here and saying, Ngāti Porou, they're going to settle the hapus, my hapus, they're going to settle. I'm going to tell them, no, tell them go away. and got a warrant on his head. Right? That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. They're saying, oh, we're just the treaty settlements. They're trying to quickly get it over with, but it's too late. I'm putting the pound note on you now, and you can't get anything out of it. I'm settling your lot. Right? Oh, I've ripped it off. I've ripped it off. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I got a text from the government to attend a meeting. That was yesterday. Attend a meeting yesterday to settle our hapus on the East Coast for peanuts. Right? For peanuts. Okay? So, like mad people, they go and settle. And their leader up in Mahuka's passed away now. See? I couldn't give him a bill. So I'll give his son, Matanuku Mahuka, the bill. Big bill. Right? So the bill goes out today, right over them, okay, before they settle out. The military will be going to Rangitukia on the East Coast and settling them out, okay, on our land. So, that's for you to consider. I'll send the email to, and this video, to Tony Geldenhys. Tony, this is to you. You're a friend of mine for a long time, with the Julian Falconer and my Martin Secluna, a bank fraud of £16.8 million to me in 2009, I think it was, that the case, was that 2008 or something, when that happened. I was setting up the business, what I'm doing now, and still on track. Okay, so I want to see you today. And in lieu of this video, I'm going to send to you by email, and it's going straight onto YouTube. Everything I'm doing, Tony, is on YouTube, and it's admissible evidence in the High Court in London. Okay, and the British are watching everything the police do here, and watching everything everybody else does here on my behalf. Okay, Tony, I'm the Lord High Admiral, Surrogate King William IV authority here, and his Admiralty jurisdiction and Constitution 1835 flag of jurisdiction. Okay, this thing, Tony, the flag. Okay, I think you've seen it enough times, but I'm going to. It's legal now on this block of land. It's legal on a block of land. You can poke it in the ground. That's it. It's a sovereign state. I put a cordon around it. I put a state of emergency around it, and a declaration of war in that area. So now, Tony, I'll just tell you that all the tenants there are now in the fraud. In the fraud, because I'm linking them all the way back. You know, Doug Rickard Bell is in it, and my private investigator, ex-Scotland Yard detective, Graham Aylett, he's got all the information on what this case is, and also my lawyer, 2C, Notary Public, Yu Taek Choi, South Korea. I'm sure that's his son working in your office in the front desk. Correct me if I'm wrong, but his name is Alex Choi. You see, he's devastated when I go in there and talk. They freeze. I'm sorry about that, but I'm just following the law. That's all I'm doing here. So I require you, Tony, please, can you organize a constable to come to the land to save everybody getting billed some more with extra double every day of that pound note I've already made public. Okay, it's real, because I've just been in the bank yesterday and they're waiting for me to deposit it against the people as collateral. Okay, I'm going to bank it. I'm going to bank that note after I've gone down to the two owners and give them an invoice for 2.715800 billion pound notes. I'm going to give them the bill today, before 12 or thereabouts, but I require you, because it's yesterday at 12 o'clock when the affidavit kicked in and became enforced law, okay, for me to reoccupy that land. And unless you know the specifics of the case and the conveyancing law, then they've broken the conveyancing laws to transfer that title. That's what I'm saying. The lawyers are in trouble for transferring that land without my name on it. Okay, without the Wanoa name, the Manukau name, and the Kawharu name on it. The original native titles with the Rogan 339 deed of title from Britain on it. They've left it out. Okay, that's the offence, Tony, that I'm saying. That constitutes a automatic default on their mortgage, to remove the mortgage instruments of finance off it and give the land back to me. But now I'm seizing everything on there. I seize the tenants and their contracts and everything of value. Okay? But because if they don't answer me, they have not replied to 3 affidavits of counterclaim by law. They had to counterclaim a claim as owners of the land. You had to prove who the real owner is. If we went to court, Ngāti Whātua would not come up with any title, substantive evidence, that's what you call it, in the conveyancing and Admiralty law, is substantive evidence to say you're the owner. That's what I've got, Tony, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. As a policeman, you're only doing your job. Okay? You're liable now because of the idiots that are inside your force operating illegally. That's what I'm saying. They're operating and stopping my ship, in Admiralty terms, my ship from operating my business on my land with my flag of Admiralty, mortgages, liens, contracts, just a contract flag. That's got everything that I'm saying in its right place. Okay? Hard thing to get your head around, but I need you to follow what I'm saying to make things better, easier, to get on with me. Okay? Because I'm going to be around for a long, long time. I'm not like the police, like shifting sands. 1 minute they're there, next minute they're gone. I'm surprised that Mike Clement has been shifted. And there he was, coming in there only 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, taking up that position. Then they just shift him around. And the bank, they took my bank manager away, the one I got on well with before, Sewell. I got on really well with her. And Alex Willie. Julie Sewell and Alex Willie. I got on really well with it. They knew what I'm doing with business and these pound notes. Okay? So I'm saying the pound note is real, Tony. And it's going to turn into a debtor's instrument, a legal debtor's instrument from today. Okay, so that's to you. I'll catch up with you later. I'll give you a call and make an appointment to come and see you, to arrange me getting that land block before the bill gets higher. Okay, I'm going to warn you now, Simon Rowntree and James Brown, from midday today, you've got a $2.715 $800 billion debt instrument on your head getting banged in the ANZ Bank. Okay? And for every day you're still in occupation, you get another one. Same bill each day. Okay? It's bad enough now because you haven't got the money to pay it, but I get it out of everybody else, the lawyers, the real estate companies. We just keep going on every other single person who's in corporates, just like me. Okay? It's a game that I'm going to be rugged with this King flag and the Lord High Admiral. Okay? Law. So, you've now made it a serious consequence, Simon and James, on your tenants. They are now hooked into this fraud. They are now liable for the bill that you've got. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So they lose their businesses. I'm going to stack it all up and get the military, like I told you on the video. I'm bringing the military on one phone call to the Scotland Yard, and they'll be here to collect it. Okay, because that's our partners. They're our legal partners with their flag. Okay, not the Queen, not that's yours. We're going to take everything off the Queen and put it back in the King's Royal Revenue, King's Bench Court. Okay, I'm not going in your court because it's full of fraud, and you're operating the fraud and the court, the judges and the lawyers as a clubhouse. Okay, so that's all I want to say with this video. I want to make it quite clear that I'm going to bank those notes, and there's nothing anybody can do about it because that's between me and those two guys. Now it's between me, the two guys, and all the tenants. You see, if you know the law of mortgages and the law of contracts, commercial contracts, then this is the language I'm talking. If you're not qualified to do it, then stay out, because you're breaking my laws. You're breaking the laws of this flag. You're breaking the laws of the land, of this flag, jurisdiction and constitution 8035. Okay, thank you very much, people. Sorry this video is long, but I need to tell you straight to the face how I feel about doing this job alone without any help but the Moai statue in London, where he stands as the centre of the earth creation. Okay, that's the title of my family. Okay, bye for now. I hope you have a nice day. It is now 7:23 AM. I was up at 2 o'clock, 2:30, and start my day from there. I find it very quiet to do things, and I can think properly and write and keep writing forever and a day. So I'm going up. I have another walk today. I'm getting my legs running around, and the left one is not too bad on my knee, so I'm going to keep stretching them around, ready to go and fly with Jamie and myself. Jamie, to you. I know you're busy there, but don't worry. Just hold your horses. We're a bit late, but don't worry about the lateness. We'll be right to go soon. I'll sort it out with the police today. I'll put the invoice together today, and I'm not going to worry about the tenancy agreements now. I'm just going to build them. Okay, it's not worth the trouble. It's not worth the trouble. I would have made a good thing for them, but now there's their landlords, Simon and James, made their decisions quite plain. Go and get a policeman to come on the land, right? Until that happens, if the police hold me up, they're actually interfering with our business between me and those two guys by not being there for me, the public. Okay, they're not addressing the issues because they want it to go through court. Before they want a court order before they come on the land. If I went there and start dancing around on the land, then that's cause for them to come there as a complaint. You see, if they come there for a complaint, they only want to use delay tactics to make a court hearing. They'll lose. They don't care if they lose or win. Well, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just going to keep building them. Right? They'll feel the worst of it because I've got a big military behind me. Okay, they've got nothing. They've got nothing. They've only got a few policemen, and that's it. They can't save themselves and yourselves. You've got no protection at all. So I want to bring the military into Rangitua, down the East Coast. There's Tamati to you down there. I'll be down there soon. Let's just finish this little bit off, and I'll be down there. I'll spend 3 days there and gone. Okay, I'll be gone, maybe 6 months to England. I'm going to sort the politics out, and that's another job. See, it goes from one thing to the other. And I want to go up to Holland because the spaceship. They've got a spaceship ready to fly, and nobody knows how to make it go. Okay, so I'm going there for that too. I'm going to stand there and stand up and tell them how to do it. Okay, that's another one. These are all the things with the Moai technology that used to come. Now go to Scotland, to all you people up in Scotland with the power, tidal energy. I've got Scotland 1. You see on my Facebook, it's got Scotland, my Powerhouse Scotland 1. Okay, so that's the money going into that project in Scotland, Finland Firth. I want to buy a piece of somewhere to stay. So Jamie and I are going to sort something else up there, and we've already had a look at a place up in Ireland there's an island up there. It's going, so that is close to Pentland Firth. So it won't take much to get from that island to the turbines. Okay, so that's Scotland 1. Scotland 2 is at the north of Dover, Eastgate or Margate or something, on the end of the Firth Thames River, on the roughest part there. Sue Young, she's a friend of mine up there in Dover, knows where it is, so I'll be seeing them when I go there. So that's where the other turbine will go, and then that's my powerhouse 2. My powerhouse 3 is New Zealand, off the East Cape, and my powerhouse 250 is Zimbabwe, on the shears. Okay, so the shears are tacked on to the tidal turbines under this flag to go around the world under this flag. It's a free passage through the world. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you later. Bye for now, and have a good day.